Good afternoon, I'm Josh Duncan, and these are some of the top headlines out of the KelownaNow newsroom today. Kelowna Council has endorsed a plan that aims to bolster growth and density in the city's 5 major urban centres. That plan will foster employment opportunities, support new housing, enhance public spaces, and improve transportation options across all 5 areas. Downtown is the big ticket, considered the area with the highest growth potential. But joining it on the list are Pandosy, Capri Landmark, Midtown, and Rutland. City planning specialist Tracy Guidi says all 5 urban centers are in different stages of maturity in realizing the official community plan's vision of becoming dense, amenity-rich, walkable neighborhoods. These spots are expected to accommodate nearly 40% of new homes and over 70% of Kelowna's future growth or employment growth over the next 15 years. Only Councillor Ron Cannon objected to the plan, saying he had issues with a lack of funding attached to the report, but city staff said that would be sorted with grants and individually by neighborhood. Police are reminding Kelowna drivers to slow down through school zones after kids went back to class a week ago. Officers have been patrolling school zones throughout the city over the first week of school and have issued 59 speeding tickets during that time. One incident that stuck out to the RCMP was a driver who raced through a school zone going nearly 70 kilometers per hour in the 30 zone. They were distracted, the driver was, by their cell phone at the time. The RCMP Speed Watch program has also been in action, with volunteers tracking driver behavior through school zones but not able to hand out any enforcement. A report to the RCMP said those volunteers deemed that 15% of some 600 drivers were speeding through school zones, a pair of those drivers eclipsing 70 kilometers per hour. Corporal Allison Consmo with the Kelowna RCMP says back to school time, one of the busiest times of year for students, and drivers need to slow down and stay alert. A boat stolen out of the North Okanagan a full year ago was recovered in Lake Country last week. A police officer was patrolling the community when they noticed a boat trailer without a license plate attached to a red Chevy Avalanche at the Oyama boat launch. The truck had been linked to other thefts around the region. The driver returned and the officer carried out a traffic stop when the driver left the boat launch area, finding out that the driver was prohibited and the boat had been stolen from Vernon last year. The man was arrested at the scene, released with a future court date. Meanwhile, the truck was impounded and police brought the boat and trailer back to the rightful owner. A local developer has supported the Okanagan Forest Task Force with a significant donation for a 5th consecutive year. On behalf of McDonald's Communities Limited, Mark Lager recently presented OFTF founder Kane Blake with a check for $10,000 to help the backcountry group continue their important work. Blake and thousands of volunteers have single-handedly removed well over 1 million pounds of garbage and metal from the backcountry since the OFTF was formed 9 years ago. They also pitch in snuffing out illegal fires, protecting our forests from human-caused wildfires during the summer. Lager said that he still talks to too many people who have no idea the group exists and is always excited to share OFTF stats and their mission with the public. Blake thanked McDonald's Communities, the developer behind Lakestone and Lake Country, for their continued generosity, and he also shared the donation helped him get his main big rig truck back on the road after an unexpected breakdown. It was just in time to put out 6 illegal fires over the long weekend. One of them, Blake said, a large pallet fire that could have easily taken off into a wildfire. The Weather Network's fall forecast is out, and it's calling for more heat, more dryness, and potentially more smoke for British Columbians over the coming weeks. That's especially true in September, but the forecaster reckons that the heat will fade into near seasonal temperatures in October and November. The rainy season expected to start roughly on schedule during October, which means ski season expected to be on schedule as well. While there are reportedly conflicting signals about the long-term forecast, as a whole in Canada, the western half of Canada expected to be the first to drop off into early winter temperatures this year. You can check out Ian Burns' story on the full fall forecast at KelownaNow.com, as I now shift into a look at our short-term forecast over the next 24 hours. Mainly sunny and 26 out there right now, a slim chance at a shower or two this evening, then clear skies overnight, a low of 13, back to sunshine tomorrow, and a high is 26 for your Thursday. That is it for me today, but you can read up on all these stories and plenty more over at KelownaNow.com. Enjoy your evening. I'll be back in this chair tomorrow for a peek at Thursday's headlines. We'll see you then.
We don't just report the news. We live here too. We're your neighbors, bringing you stories that matter to all of us. No government funding, no outside influence. Kelowna Now, local, independent. News you can trust.